Well, it turns out, as far as wiring on the Nortons goes, I've got 1 Norton, 2 Norton, 3 Norton, 4 Norton, 5 Nortons in here. Mostly 74s and 75s, I believe. Mine is a 74. It's the red one here. And I can't really show you the wiring per se because it's highly modified. But one thing that you might find interesting is that the Podronics unit, that's the rectifier regulator unit. I've got it mounted on the back side of the battery box on this 74. This guy also has the Alton electric starter built into it. So this is a 74 with an the French Alton electric starter built into it. That's about all I can show you as far as the electrical system, because I have a dashboard up here with turn signal lights and stuff like that. I have a master switch over here that controls everything, horn, turn, high beam, low beam. And over here, this is the start and kill switch on this side. So absolutely nothing is stock on this bike. So that's not going to be much of a help to you. This is a 75. It has the aftermarket starter on it. It's actually a Sportster starter, believe it or not. And it makes it spin really nice. This happens to be Fred, the bike that we're trying to get back together so we can sell it. So this is a 75. Here's the main wiring harness. You'll notice all these really nicer, not nice, but nicer connections that they did in 75. So the main connections are made under here, under the tank, and then they follow the backbone down under through this grommet and back into this area where they eventually come out here and go back to the tail light. Okay, so that's pretty much how a 75 is done. The starter relays here. And on this one, we stuck the rectifier regulator down here under the carburetors. So it's down there. And the Boyer ignition box is hidden up under here. Made some standoffs and then glued it in place and then put some safety nye ties on it just for the heck of it. So this is a 75 bike that we were going to make some money by taking a mess and fixing it up and selling it. And I don't know how it's possible, but we are actually underwater on a bike that we got for free. Amazing. We'll never recoup what we've put into it. But it's pretty. It's a whole new dashboard up there. LED lights. So as soon as we get the head back from the machinist, we'll put that one together. Like I said, this is a stone stock 1975. I mean, it is 100% stock. It's a gorgeous bike. Once again, I can't show you too much because it's so stock. But you can see where the handlebar wires do go into the headlight for the connections to be made inside the headlight rather than along the backbone. So not much help on the bike you're working on, which I believe is a 74 850. Let's go over here. This is a 70-something 750. There's nothing I can show you here. This bike is so custom, there's nothing visible. He's got a custom switch on the handlebar over there, and everything, all the electrical works, but I can't really estimate that it's any value to you at all. Over here is another 74. This one has the same Alton starter built into it that I have on my bike. Here's the main wiring bundle under the tank, nicely cinched down tight so that everything is tucked away. And this one makes all the connections here at the center of the bike instead of going inside the headlight. So I think this is more normal than making the connections inside the headlight. That might help some. This has stock Lucas controls on it, and they come down and go right into this bundle. The bundle comes down the backbone, through this grommet, across here, It comes behind the oil tank here, through this opening here, and back to the rear of the bike. The prodronics on this one, the rectifier regulator, is here, where the starter relay goes on later model bikes. And the Boyer or ignition system is up under here. And in this case, let's see, that's the old resistor pack. I'm not even sure where the ignition system is on this bike. Don't need that resistor pack anymore. So that comes out. And the ignition system is carefully concealed somewhere. Yeah, isn't that cool? I don't know where. But it runs, so that it's got a ignition system in it, I think. If not, it will. This is a seat mount for a Corbin seat. They're really nice. So, I don't know if that helps. It just tells you what you need. That's the assimilator hanging out in the wind up there, and the wires that go to it. And that's about all I can show you casually. Be more specific if you have more specific questions. So, nice bundle here. And it goes down to the neutral switch on this guy, I believe. And this is the flasher. Wonder where the ignition system is. That's silly when you can't find it. Okay. So, these are bikes that are in the shop. This is an interesting bike. It was a show bike for about 10 years. A fellow bought it and wants to put it back on the road. And I've got a Alton starter ordered for it, plus a bunch of other parts, so he'll be able to ride it. This bike's getting new isoelastics. I've got some of the parts here. Rest are on order. And Fred, our nemesis, the bike we were supposed to make money on. That ain't be happening. And my Norton, which sits there lonely and unridden. So that's where we are. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to go post these videos and probably take a nap because I'm tired.